Take a moment to think. Try to imagine nothing, not just a dark room, but the absence of space itself. Not emptiness, but the absence of time. In ancient Egypt, this was called the word none. An ocean without shores, chaos without form. And in this endless silence, one day, a will arises. The desire to be. Today we speak of a God who broke the rules of the universe, of a creator who was born of no one, of the one who created this world from nothing. His name is Atum. The hieroglyphs of the name Atum look like this. They are read as JTMW. Translated from ancient Egyptian, this word means the complete one, or the whole one. A paradox, isn't it? The one with whom everything began bears the name the completer. But the Egyptians saw a deep meaning in this. The beginning and the end are always connected. Externally, Atum is a man. On his head is the double crown, the white crown of Upper Egypt and the red crown of Lower Egypt. This is a direct indication that the pharaohs rule the land only by the will of this god. He is a king, even among the gods. But a man is merely his temporary form. Atum's true guise is a serpent. More precisely, the great serpent named Nehebkau. Why? Because the world exists only between his awakening and his sleep. When Atum falls asleep or dies, he takes the form of a serpent and dissolves back into chaos, only to be born again someday. Incidentally, this is precisely why the Egyptians simultaneously feared and revered snakes. They contained a particle of the creator himself. Sometimes he was depicted as a mongoose or a lizard, creatures that could live in dark burrows, symbolically touching the underworld. But the main secret of Atum is hidden not in his appearance, but in his deed. So, the ocean of none. In it, there is no bottom, no top. How can a being find a foothold? Atum solves this problem radically. He creates an island. By his will, he raises the primeval mound from the waters. The Egyptians called it the Benben. But there is a nuance here. According to the pyramid texts, Atum did not just create the mound, he became the mound himself. Imagine, you open your eyes and realize that you are the only solid ground in a boundless void. That very stone, the Benben, became a sacred relic. The priests of the city of Heliopolis guarded it as the apple of their eye. It was believed that it was onto this stone that the rays of the sun first fell. Later, obelisks and pyramids are architectural copies of that very first mound, a reminder of the beginning of time. But standing alone for an eternity is boring. Atum decides to act. He wants to continue creation. How do you create something from nothing when all you have is yourself? The Egyptians' answer is simple and poetic. Atum sneezed. From this sneeze was born Shu, the god of air, and then he spat. From the saliva was born Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. Strictly speaking, the hieroglyphs use the word to emit, but most scholars agree that the process was indeed physiological. Shu and Tefnut became the first divine couple. They gave life to the sky, Nut, and the earth, Geb. Order seemed to be established, but the unforeseen happened. Atum's children got lost. They had wandered too far into the abyss of chaos, Nun, and could not find their way back. Atum was left alone. And then something incredible occurs. Atum removes his own eye, the great Udjat. Later it would be called the Eye of Ra, and sends it out to search for them. But let's return to the eye. When it returned with the children, it discovered that Atum had gotten himself a new eye. While the eye was traveling through chaos, Atum, so as not to be blind, had created a replacement for himself. Imagine the anger of a living, sentient eye that had served its master faithfully, only to find a replacement. To pacify this enraged part of himself, Atum resorted to a clever trick. He placed the eye on his forehead in the form of a cobra. From that moment on, the symbol of the cobra, the uraeus, became the emblem of supreme power. All pharaohs, from Djoser to Cleopatra, wore this image. It is not merely decoration, it is a reminder. The god sees everything. His eye is always on guard. In Egyptian mythology, there was a clear hierarchy of the sun. The morning sun was Khepri, the scarab god, rolling the ball of dawn. The daytime sun was Ra, the great ruler of the sky. And the evening, setting sun, was Atum. When you see a beautiful sunset over the Nile, know that according to the Egyptians, this is Atum, old and wise, boarding his night bark to embark on a dangerous journey through the underworld, the Duat. There in the darkness, the serpent Apep lies in wait for him, the embodiment of that very primordial chaos. Every night, Atum, in the form of a cat or a warrior, battles Apep, and every night he triumphs, only to be born again in the morning, this time as Khepri. Atum is the one who ensures this cyclical nature. Without him, there would be no dawn. He is the guarantor. The day will follow night. But there is one detail that transforms Atum from a benevolent creator into a chilling philosopher. In the 175th chapter of the Book of the Dead, his own words are recorded. I will destroy everything I have made. This world will return to the primordial abyss, to the waters of none, like a serpent shedding its skin. Atum is not just the god of the beginning, he is the god of the end. He knows that everything has a limit. When the world grows tired of order, he will return it to chaos, so that perhaps billions of years later, everything might begin anew. And somewhere out there, in the darkness, the great serpent is already coiled, waiting for its hour. Atum,